Hello everyone and welcome to another Feed Army video. My name is Emmanuel and today I'm going to talk about something new that Barry Schwartz has identified, that you can upload your customer list that is associated to your loyalty program to Google Merchant Center. However, it's a little bit more difficult than you can expect. So in this video, I've actually spent the time to curate something for you guys so that you can utilize it as well. First, I want to highlight that you do need to follow Barry Schwartz because he has a lot of great content, news updates, etc. And he collectively gets this data from all the users on LinkedIn and Twitter and etc. So do follow him on LinkedIn. He is a great guy to follow. So when we have a look at the documentations that Barry shared with me, you can now see that customer match via the Merchant API is available. You can now upload your customer loyalty data such as user identifiers and loyalty tiers to enable personalized experiences on cost-free listings via Merchant API. To learn more, and then it links to the documentation. So when I looked at the documentation, this is indeed for the Merchant API itself, but there's nowhere that I can find that you can use and submit, for example, a primary or a supplemental feed specifically for the loyalty customer list. And that gave me a question like, is it still in beta or are they not gonna develop it? And I do notice that Google launches things not very consistently. So for example, they will launch something on Merchant API, but not for example, Google Sheets or files that you can upload and vice versa. So because of this, I have actually developed a new system that allows you to just copy and paste your customer list onto Google Sheets, and then it will use the Merchant API to connect to everything. So I will now show you how that all works. So if you go to Merchant Codex and you go to Tools, and you can click here on the Loyalty Customer Upload tool for Google Merchant Center. And here I explain what the tool is and why I have built it. Mainly, I've built it because there's no way to just use a simple Google Sheet system. I like to use simplicity when I do things, and the Merchant API, let's say for just a merchant that has maybe 100 customer lists or even 1,000 or 10,000, it's very complicated to build a Merchant API and submit all the data. So I've built a Google Sheet system to do that. The first step that you need to do is enable the Loyalty Customer API. You can do that by going to Google Merchant Center, and in the top right corner, click on the question mark and click on Contact, and then ask them to enable this. Then what you want to do is make a copy of my sheet, which is at the bottom of this website URL. Then what you want to do is make a copy of the sheet that I've developed. There is an application connected to it that allows them to connect the data to the API. Then you paste in your customer data and then you submit the details. So let's just go and have a look at that. So you can see here, what you want to first do is get a copy of the sheet. Now, when you copy this, make a copy. So just make a copy. There we go. It will show you the instructions, what you need to do. It might look excessive, but it is just an easy step. So the first one is to contact Google and ask them to enable the Loyalty Customer API, so version 1 alpha. Then what you want to do is in the Settings tab, in the Merchant ID, what you want to do is add your Merchant ID. This is found when you log into Google Merchant Center in the top right corner. And then the third step is showing you all the data that you can see, which ones is required and which ones are optional. And then step 4 is submitting the data. So let's go and click on the Customers tab. Here is what we want to add the data. So I've just got here some dummy data. And then in the top corner, you will see Merchant Codex, and then you can click on Submit Loyalty Customer. You click on this, and then it will ask you to authorize the sheet. So you click on OK, and then I will off screen, I will allow this to happen. There we go. And now it will say it will submit 4 customers. You might see that there are actually 5 customers are listed, but some of them cannot be submitted because the data is not complete. So you click on OK, And there will be errors now because this merchant account that I have connected does not have the API enabled. So then you will see a reason like failed merchant account not found or API access not yet enabled. So if in the settings you've enabled the merchant account ID, then the API is the reason why it doesn't work. And then it also shows why things are skipped. For example, there's a bad email, it doesn't exist. And for example here, the loyalty tier is not valid. It must be tier 1 to 7. So it explains everything. So this is a much easier solution, of course, to submit your customer list. So all you have to do is just export your customer list from Shopify, for example, and then you paste each column. So you just, let's say this is the sheet that is a source and you have lots of emails, just copy it and then paste it here and do the same for all the other attributes that you want. And then also the tier list so that it matches up. And once you've submitted all the data, you can offer personalized experiences. And that is the great new feature. I want to thank Barry again for this mention, because I would have not found it if he didn't mention it. And if you want to submit the data, feel free to use this. You do have to be a Merchant Codex member, but it is not expensive because I also offer great other features such as forum support, where I answer questions to all your queries related to Google Ads or Google Merchant Center. I offer courses and also code snippets. So there's a lot of features and it is constantly growing. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment downstairs. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.